So in this situation, we are trying to solve for x, as it says. And we are given one number, which is 9 right here. So we can begin by looking at this triangle right here. And this is in fact a 45, 45, 90 triangle. And the ratio for a 45, 45, 90 triangle is 1 to 1 to root 2. Meaning this side or this side multiplied by root 2 will give you the hypotenuse. So if, in fact, keeping that in mind, we have 9. And if we were multiply that by root 2, that will give us the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse, which we can mark as A. A will be equal to 9 root 2. And now we can move on. And in the next triangle that we were looking at right here, this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. And we know this because 60 degrees plus 90 degrees is 150 degrees. And if you do 180 minus 150, that will be 30 degrees right here because a triangle equals 180. And because we know that the 30 degrees, it reflects to the smallest length. So we know that this leg is the smallest leg. And because of that, we use the ratio 1 to 3 to 2. So meaning if we find this leg right here, then we will be able to find this leg or this leg. But since we do not have that leg and we only have the hypotenuse, we have to kind of work backwards. So we have the hypotenuse, which is 9 root 2. And now that we have that, we know that we can label this B. And we know that B equals 1/2 9 root 2 because of the ratio. And we can write this as 2B equals 9 root 2. But we need to find B, not 2B. So we have to divide this by 2, which should give us B down here. And then we also need to divide 9 root 2 by 2 to get a B by itself. So we do 9 root 2, and you divide that by 2. And now that we know B as being 9 root 2 over 2, then we can use that to try and find x. And what we can do from this point on is we look at our ratio again. And we do B, and if we multiply that by root 3, then we will get x. So if we can do 9 root 2, 9 root 2 over 2, and we have to multiply this by root 3 over 1. And this will give us 2 on the bottom and 9 root 2 and then multiplied by root 3. And because of we can use a radical property, and because of this we know that 2 root 2 root 3 is actually root 2 times 3 is root 2 times 3 inside of it. So therefore we can actually say that 9 root 6 over 2 is a new answer. So that means we come up with as the final answer being 9 root 6 over 2.